Hello YouTube, this is Next Charge here with a video, It's after my exams, and when I kind of got back to read the PMs and all that, a lot of you guys are asking about the Dimensional Eatos and what I thought about the future of this deck. Um, well, to be honest with you, skill drain at 2 doesn't affect the deck that much. What I'm more concerned about, and what a couple of you guys noted, is the fact that Smashing Ground is at 3. Um, yeah, and this sort of brings out the Smashing Ground format theory, because this is not much yet, and there are a couple of theories on what the next format will be. Infinity format, maybe a lot of other random stuff. So yeah, this is my monster layout. There's a reason why I'm running 3D Survivor, and yeah, Dimensional Eatos has to keep still has to keep a relatively low monster count. Thinking about something. Oh yeah, some people actually ask whether it's okay to run Morphing Jar now that skill drain is semi. Well, not really, because even though skill drain is semi-limited, that doesn't mean that it won't appear in a duel. So yeah, I replaced the third skill drain with a Forbidden Chalice. If you use it on the right monsters like Barbaros or a Gladiator Beast that is tagging out or has tagged out, yeah, it works pretty well. Whew. It's afternoon when I'm doing this video. I'm running a lot of the stuff in 2s, okay, and yeah, the Gemini variant for Dimensional Eatos is pretty standard, if I'm not wrong. A couple of, no, 1 PM asked whether it's okay to run Doom Caliber Knight and make a sort of a dark variant, like replacing the Crusaders with Dark Valkyria, making it a more of a DD stun variant, while still retaining the Beast King Barbaros, the skill drain engine, and replacing the third skill drain with an Allure of Darkness. Not really, because for one, that is subject to testing, and number two, you will have to use more Dark level 4 Gemini. And to be honest with you, the Elemental Hero engine is already like pretty much the strongest of the bunch. So yeah, I'm not sure if it will work though. Still, it's a very nice interpretation of a possible variant. Another variant which I think someone mentioned is the Rock Stun variant. Now that Sandman is out, but the concept is to actually abandon the skill drain engine, and yeah, actually people have already had mixed reactions to the skill drain engine, especially in this format. With no more light lords, skill drain, no, Dimensional Eatos as a deck kind of lost purpose. However, another theory is that since Infinities are on the rise, Dimensional Eatos can still stay, because a sort of random rule or tradition made by people is that as long as there's like a graveyard based deck that can significantly dominate the meta, aka Infinities, because it's graveyard based, then Dimensional Eatos does have a future. Or yeah, cause to my knowledge there are a lot of cards which are DD related, which can, well, kinda destroy Infinities nearly single-handedly. Cards that can hurt Infinities are, well, your standard, yeah, even Dark Bribe can hurt Infinities if you're nice with it. Yeah. I've even got some people suggesting Thunder King Ryo for the side deck, against Infernities to stop the Archfiend, or even against Blackwings to stop the Whirlwind. Yeah, it's pretty okay, I guess. I didn't explain why I was running 3D Survivor. this kind of pulls into the smashing ground concept, which a theory is that there are certain decks that can, people make certain decks that can actually run, give me a minute, 3 fissure, 3 smashing ground, which, to be honest with you, this is very dependable. But this depends on a lot of things. The two most common factors being the person has to run 3 of both of the cards, and the second one is that as a DD Eatos player, you can just finish them off before they actually draw their smashing ground or fissures, which in this case, these will make up a total of 6 cards out of the 40 main deck cards you're running. Chances are, and if you have the Survivor engine going, yeah, you pretty much have a stable way of maneuvering, because the smashing ground and fissure, they don't target. So if they like activate smashing ground, your target Eatos, your Book of Moon, then yeah, this will just be destroyed and come back at the end phase, and you still keep your Eatos. Although I really prefer using Book of Moon on something else other than to protect a monster, but yeah, sometimes you have to do what you can to protect your monsters. Okay, what was next? Okay. Some of you guys actually asked me what a good side deck for Dimensional Eatos would be in the next format. I can't be certain, but I was looking through some cards in the common pile, and I happened to chance upon this card. I got the English one just in case. Big Burn. It's from Invasion of Chaos, that very old booster pack. Its effect is you can only activate this card when your opponent activates a card that specifically designates a monster in the graveyard as a target. Remove from play all monsters in both players' graveyards from play. So this is actually a good thing, because for one, it clears you're basically doing 3 things. If you're fighting against an Infinity player, you're clearing the graveyard for Eatos, you basically destroyed their engine, and you have sort of sabotaged their future gameplay for the duel. Because the thing about Infinities is that you have to have 0 cards in your hand to use, and it is predominantly reliant on the graveyard. Cards like the Gun, the Necromancer, what else? The Mirage, they target cards in the graveyard. And this kind of wrecks the thing. Because you see in Lights, actually I'm not really sure why not many people ran this during the format, which I think this current format before the March where Light Sword was dominating, but probably because I'm not sure if because they kind of only had like Monster Reincarnation, Lumina, and I think the Beckoning Light or stuff. But this was highly situational back then, and to be honest, Dimensional Eatos could still kind of pounce them. Oh yeah, I don't run Starlight Road because I don't have any, but it really helps. So yeah, future of Dimensional Eatos, I'm not really that sure, but from the looks of it, right, if you want to side in Big Burn against Infernities, I would suggest 2 copies, and I would actually like side out I'll side out D Prisons. Side out D Prisons for Big Burn when you're fighting against Infinities. Because the thing when you want to counter a certain deck, right, is that you want to make sure that you have as many copies of the cards that can actually counter what you want actually. So yeah, these cards sort of counter, yeah, Dark Bribe, the Gun, they'll have no more handless combo. The thing about Dimensional Eatos is that you need a lot of planning in order to fully maneuver all these things, and if possible, I'd like to see people actually utilize their side deck more in such a way that they can, well, combat against the harder decks. Cause the main opponent against Dimensional Eatos is Blackwings, Black Feathers, and trust me, especially if they're running the Oppression build, not even DD Survival will be that awesome, and Starlight Road will be nullified against Oppression. So yeah, that's basically all I have to say. I think I'm running out of time right now. Do consider Big Burn in your side deck for the upcoming format because it really wrecks Infernities. And Eatos base decks, they benefit more because it frees Eatos. Thanks for watching, guys. Take care.